Okay, on my college football news today, college football with Bobby Durkins. First of all, if you don't know me, welcome. Make yourself at home. Don't smoke in my house. Don't take your shoes off in my house. No animals in my house. And whatever you do, don't say the F word in my house, because if you do, Bobby Durkins Jr. will run around saying it to everybody. And I don't feel like dealing with that. Also, if you don't know me, hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead. May there to all of you. I got a host of you saying hey to me right there. May there to go Washington football. Clemson Carson's on here. Got a bunch of you. Thanks so much for joining me. It's my lunch break. What breaking news out of Athens, Georgia, is that some boys have been doing their finest to remake Cheech and Chong. We got a few more boys who's something's happened to them. May there to all of you. I ain't ignoring you. Let's read what's going on down in Athens. Now, first of all, we can't control what players do. When people show up at a school and they have free will, they'll do anything they want to. I don't care what you think. Clemson's in the past had legal. Every team's had legal trouble. Okay, I'm not going down that road. I'm not going to sit here and talk trash about Georgia. But I am going to have some fun with a song. Just give me a second. So, off-field issues for these young men. Georgia football players, this is by way of, well, I'll just kind of summarize. Brenton Cox and Robert Bill Jr. decided they were going to go get some little wacky-backy, and they were going to smoke it up. Now, here's the deal. If you really wanted to do that, you should have went to Colorado and played for the Buffaloes. I know their football team. Ended up starting off pretty nice last year, but it ended up sucking as usual. So, boys, while you're down there in trouble in Athens Clark County Jail, old Bobby wrote you a song. Don't go smoking weed in Georgia, or you'll end up in jail. You should have moved to Colorado, and then you wouldn't be facing $1,000 in bail. Oh yeah, it's good to see you. There we go. Look, it happens. These youngins, here's the deal with me. And I'm even going to pick at Clemson with this whole PED thing. There's that whole PED thing. You know, there's always things going about it. I will say the PED thing does look bad. I admit it. Because that stuff has like a 24-hour shelf. You know, it's in your system for only 24 hours. So you could take it today, right now, take a drug test like tomorrow night, it'd be out of your system. Yeah, they couldn't even find it. If you know that you are going to be drug tested, why on the Lord's good earth would you go do it? Well, you just got to understand. No, you've got to understand that when you sign on to play major football, Georgia is a top 10, top 5 program in the country. Those are the programs, though everybody else will be sitting here going, well, those are the ones who gets by with it. Did they get by with it? Did Dexter Lawrence get by with it? Whether he's innocent or guilty of sin? Did he get by with it? Don't give me that bunch of crap. Did they get by with it? No. They did not get by with it. Don't sit here and go hair lip on me. Now pull your little britches down and act like you little kid running around here with your butt showing. Showing your tail. Being a prick. Beat you over the head. No. They got caught. Why on the... Bobby, obviously you hadn't got any good weed. Says the guy who's probably bagging groceries and not playing at a major football school. You keep doing this crap and you get caught. Whether you agree with marijuana, whether you agree with the legalities, whether you, I don't know whatever your belief is right now. It doesn't matter. They got caught and they were in jail. There are people everywhere who would kill to be on that spot. Look, I'm not stoning them. I'm just saying. That's like stealing your grandma's car. She's got an old car that Grandpa left her when he died and went on to be with the Lord. You go out there and you take the car. And you're like, I hope she doesn't know that I'm taking this car and racing with it. And what do? You go drag racing, not just near her house, but in front of her house. Can you help me, please, sir? Tell me how that would be. It's the same thing. You know you're going to get drug tested. You know it. Well, I do it random. Still. I'm sorry, y'all. Old Bobby's here has had a little too much to drink before. I'm telling you, I've done something I ain't happy about. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you give me the option of going and playing major college football, or having a joint hanging out my mouth so I can feel laid back for a little bit, only to end up being paranoid that I'm going to get drug tested, possibly suspended off a team, and end up in jail, and they're making all the major news lines without even dealing with football. The only reason we even care who they are is because they're Georgia football players. I mean, right now, if I named out Brenton Cox to you, would you know who they are? Well, if you're a Georgia fan, you might. The only reason anybody cares anything about them right now is because they play football. And you have to, Georgia is not an easy school to get into. Georgia is not like just accepting people like South Carolina does. South Carolina will just accept you. If you ain't halfway write your name right, get on in here. If I wanted to be mean right now, I could name some people right now who played at South Carolina that they couldn't even complete the ABCs if you put a gun to their grandma's head. Somebody asked me what I'm drinking. I'm drinking water right now. Can't drink no Bud Light and go back to work. I'll start shooting more than cats when I get there. I start shooting the cows. But lady, here's the deal. Here's the deal. I hate it for these boys. Hate they made their choices. But that's what's going on right now. Transition off of Georgia, that's their problem. It's no big deal. My little hydraulic seat makes me feel kind of good. This week is the spring game. The spring game for Clemson. Last year I was there when Trevor Lawrence threw his first pass. It was beautiful. His second pass was a 50-yard plus touchdown to T. Higgins. Pigskin Pete and myself will be at the spring game with Prince 6'1". Tiger Nation's going to be there. I got a bunch of you telling me, hey, we want to meet you. Let us know. Let us know where you at. We'll try to meet you. Say May there to you. Looking forward to it. I think me and Pigskin Pete, if we possibly can, we're going to try to go out there. We're going to try to see, try to do a live stream. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a live stream. It's going to be glorious, too. Glorious. But I can't wait to see the new line. I can't wait to see Joe Ngata. I can't wait to see Frank Ladson. Of course, the other guys are shoe-ins. You know who they are. This morning I read top 50 players according to Athlon. Athlon said that it's actually 1A and 1B, and I was like, why don't you put the one who's had the most success up top? But they ranked Tuaz the #1 player in the country, but they said it could be 1A or 1B. Why not put, and Trevor was #2. I said go ahead and put Trevor at the top. It is what it is. He didn't blow it in the national championship game like that. But I'm darting around because I'm about to get off here. I'm trying to think of everything to say. But that's what I want to tell you. I want to tell you this week I'm going to put up a video. Why Clemson will repeat. I'm on my 4th video. So my first one was Trevor Lawrence. We had Travis Etienne. We had Justin Ross. Next one, I'll go ahead and tell you it's going to be. It's going to be T. Higgins. T. Higgins is next. T. Higgins is next. One of the biggest reasons Clemson will repeat. I know so far they're just offensive players, but trust me, we'll get there. Also, I have decided I am going to do some features on some big players from other teams. So if y'all have any ideas that you want to pass along to me, help me please, sir. Because I will take it. I will take it. Well, listen to me. Somebody said you need to do a video on Dabo Swinney, Washington You know what, Washington Huskies, I'm going to do one on Sweeney and the entire coaching staff. That's going to be one video because I keep going back. I keep going back to this, and I'd said this on the Mark Rogers show. Too many people talk about head coach. That's the reason I picked Clemson to win the national championship. Not because I got the flag and all of that stuff back there and I'm a big Clemson fan. They have an entire staff that's been together. Not only been together, they know what they're doing. Right? All right? So that is what it is. That is what it is. So I'm going to do one on Dabo Swinney and the entire staff for Clemson because they deserve it. Well, listen, I'm going to let y'all go. Got to get back to shooting them cats. Got to stop by a store and get some government-issued bullets. Get that shotgun and get a good spread. Take those cats out. But I'm sorry, my position at the county has been renamed. It is now Feline Control Specialist. I still just like to call it County Cat Killer. But anyway, well, look, hit the subscribe button. Tell your mama, tell your friends about this. Pass it around to your friends and your clergymen. I am on Twitter at B.Dirkens, B-D-I-R-K-E-N-S. Yes, Lord, I can spell. It is my last name. You can find me on Instagram. Been doing Toilet Tuesday. You're like, Bobby, I ain't got an Instagram. I ain't doing it. Get on Instagram. I've been doing Toilet Tuesdays where I make phone calls to people from the toilet. It's a glorious time. Remember, I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. I'll keep showing out. Bobby Dirkens.